Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming News for Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday! Thank God it's not Monday. Let's do this.
So, the original start for today, we want to talk about Nintendo's next console, which is apparently titled Fusion.
I hope it's the Wii U Me.
Said nobody.
NintendoNews.com reports that Nintendo's next console might be codenamed Fusion and that it's already in development.
Holy crap, I'm so excited to take my money. Wait, let's talk more about it. So this isn't a huge surprise given that the Wii U right now is selling pretty terribly.
Yeah, we knew that.
And they cite one of their very reputable sources in reporting that the next console will couple their mobile and home gaming platforms.
Right, hence the name Fusion. So they're going to sell us a handheld and a console together.
Finally!
That's kind of cool.
The info trail starts with NintendoFusion.com, which was a domain that was originally purchased in 2003 based on a touring rock festival called the Nintendo Fusion Tour a decade ago.
Lawrence, did you attend that rock tour?
No, but I probably would have if I had the opportunity.
What kind of bands played it?
I'm looking that up right now. Oh, here we go. Evanescence, Cold, Revis, Finger 11, and Cauterize.
This is real? I thought
Yeah.
you were just making that
No,
up.
this is really a tour. Evanescence headline.
What the fuck? This is so stupid.
Wake me up inside. However, the record was updated late last night, meaning that either Nintendo is just keeping a hold of all their registered domains, or they want to dust the name off for future use.
More tellingly, though, early specs of the console and the handheld have been leaked ahead of time.
Oh, cool.
The home console is titled Fusion Terminal.
Sure.
It'll have a 8-core IBM custom CPU running at 2.2 gigahertz.
There's also an additional tri-core co-CPU running at 1.24 gigahertz that actually might be used to handle communications with the handheld device or just offload physics processing, stuff like that. So there's 2 CPUs in this thing.
Crazy. And the GPU is an AMD Radeon HD RX 200 series rated at 4.6 teraflops.
Ooh.
How many teraflops does the PS4 do?
1.84.
Holy shit!
Wow, so this is extremely powerful. Equivalent hardware today costs $400. And actually, this video card came out late last year. So if Nintendo releases this in the next couple of years, it'll still not be out of date. It'll still be current.
Yeah. Most tellingly, though, the console will have a coax in and a cable card slot, meaning that this console is a straight-up TiVo,
What?
and possibly traveling from the year 1985 to today.
So it might actually be your DVR, the Fusion.
That's Microsoft talk. You shut your mouth.
So let's move on to the handheld. The handheld specs called the Fusion DS also sound very impressive. Go ahead, take
Right,
it
the CPU on this one is an ARM V8-A Cortex A53.
Nailed it! You nailed it.
Holy shit. Which is apparently one of the fastest chips in smartphones used today.
That's true. It will have 2 touchscreens, capacitive this time as opposed to the garbage resistive on the 3DS, and the resolution's 960 by 640.
Right, that's actually kind of a weird display ratio, which would be 1 to 1.5.
I mean, it's not out of the ordinary for Nintendo. Nintendo likes to do weird stuff with their handhelds.
I think at that point it's kind of a weird angle and possibly has some slopes.
Lawrence, why are there will finally be 2 circle pads, both with rumble motors? Why is that cool?
Well, for the 3DS, you had to buy that add-on to get the second analog pad.
The boat!
Which, yeah, the stupid stick boat. It made your 3DS look like it belonged, like it rode on the short bus. But this is cool because it's integrated into the system, so game developers can actually use it, and there'll be force feedback. They actually mentioned that it'll have low-level rumble settings for like app notifications. So if you're just walking around and you street pass with somebody, your 3DS might give you a little jiggle.
Other goodies as well, there's a 3G chip with GPS, so you can take it out on the go.
It's a phone. Yeah.
I'll have mini USB port, which is a lot better than the proprietary one that Nintendo has right now.
Yeah.
Also the standard SD card slot and a 3DS card slot for backwards compatibility.
Whoa, that's cool. So you can play 3DS games on your Fusion.
Gosh, that's what they're saying.
So, what do we think about all this, Lawrence?
Well, they're very realistic specs, but the thing that keeps getting me is they're like too good. This is exactly the console that gamers would want.
Yeah.
Nintendo, if they do anything, they never give gamers exactly what they want. Too good to be true, up and down.
There's one thing Nintendo has been really good at this generation, has been letting us down.
So maybe they'll not let us down this time, right, guys?
Hey, they do it all the time.
Well, it might be cool.
Sure, they kind of, here's something, and then they just knock it out of the park.
Yeah, so we'll see.
This could be the knockout. But the real question is, when will this thing actually be revealed?
This year, E3 2014.
Maybe.
No. Everyone's saying no.
Oh, look, if Nintendo's in panic mode right now, we might actually get the official announcement sometime in 2015.
Fuck.
Possibly around E3. That's
Right.
if they even want to stay in the console race.
So far, they're not in it.
No, not at all. They are trailing behind once again on that short bus.
Right.
However, though, if they do have a long-term plan, chances are we'll see it in 2016.
Fuck!
So we're getting the info
Come on!
early.
2014.
They still got to sell those Wii U's, man.
So we actually asked Nintendo for a comment, and they said, for the record, Nintendo does not comment on rumor or speculation.
If they call it the Super Wii, I'm good to go.
Super Wii U me. What would you call it?
They call it the Us, the Wii U S.
We us?
The Wii Us.
The Wii U us?
We Us.
We with 2 U's and
We
2
us.
I's? What about you, Phil? What would you call it?
Super Wii U.
Awesome. Thanks. Ty.
Nubu.
Nubu. Come on, Zane! We've been listening to this talk for 15 minutes.
Joel?
I know, seriously. Lawrence, what would you call it?
I'd call it the man. Remember when Nintendo was cool?
What's a teraflop?
No one knows.
On your gamer list this week, brought to you by Bro
Team!
Bro!
Look, we talked about this game last week. You kick. But that's not all. There's a living economy in this game, too. Different towns got their own markets. You buy and sell kick, you affect the marketplaces in various regions. Gentlemen, behold. Pure fucking commerce. But fuck that. Here's the tits. Pretty sexy, right? There's a girl there. Don't get too excited, asshole. This is what the game's actually like. Blah, 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 wizards and shit. Cool. Fuck you.
Moving to your one and only trailer today, we got the Arma 3 Adapt trailer.
This is the single-player campaign trailer.
I don't know who's adapting to what, but it might just be a lot of crawling on the ground and things blowing up.
It's very realistic. Did you watch it, James?
I didn't have to.
Why?
Because I just took a shit in a toilet and I looked at that and I was like, oh, Arma 3.
I would call it just the Nintendo.
The Nintendo.
Well, here's the thing. No, I know. It was called the Nintendo Entertainment Console, and everyone said, hey, let's go play Nintendo.
Oh, always, yeah.
That's how it always was.
Here's this bold new effort. Right. Call it the PlayStation.
But
No one's using it. No
PlayStation
one's
5?
using it.
No, they call it the PlayStation 5. That's what they do. We beat Sony.
Yeah,
PlayStation 64.
What?